places. And if you're listening to this from a country not the United States, let me know. And if you're hearing this podcast, thanks for listening. If you want to see the video version of this podcast, go to our YouTube channel, KGYT. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to go ahead and see or hear the podcast, links in the description. Matter of fact, the country's doing so good now, it's starting to do good, that in a city, one of the major cities where tourists from the United States come, Medellín, they're cracking down on the sex tourism of the country. They're cracking down on it. They don't want it anymore. What? And a lot of these passport bros are people that go to other countries, men that go to other countries, looking for a woman that knows how to treat men unlike some of the women in the United States, the way they treat men, right? Because here in other countries, especially in Asia, South America, and other countries like that, where they go and they feel like women might respect them more. That's the definition of passport bros. When they come to Colombia, some dudes got stopped at the airport coming in, and their suitcases were filled with like condoms and sex toys and whatever stuff they had. They said, customs, Migración Colombia, Migration Colombia, or the ICE from Colombia said, you guys are coming here for sex tourism. You guys got to get out. You guys are going back. You guys are not even allowed to come in. So a lot of these passport bros are saying, wait a minute, if you guys are going to crack down on sex tourism, then your economy is going to drop. Like, we go down there, we spend money on restaurants, on women, on nightclubs, on booze, on food, on Airbnbs, and all this and all that. How will you guys ever recover? Well, another one of their points is that locals cannot afford the nightclubs or the restaurants that the foreigners come and take advantage of and pay higher prices. But the only reason they're paying higher prices is because they're here. Once they stop coming or they get away from that stuff, then prices will adjust for the local economy. The people here will be able to afford it. And I think another one of those reasons that happened is that kid who was an American Airlines worker whose flight got laid over here in Medellin, and they found him dead a few days later. Right? Now, how did he die? I went over this before, but most likely scopolamina. Scopolamina is that devil's drug that if they just blow it in your face, you have no intuition anymore. Like, it's all gone. Like, you're like a zombie. And whatever they tell you to do, you're going to do. Hey, let me get your credit card. Here you go. Go to the bank, withdraw whatever amount of money. Sure. Boom. There's no, it's all gone. You don't have control of your mind, of yourself, until it wears off. The issue is that it's not doctor prescribed. And what I mean by that is, we don't know how much they're going to give you. And if they give you too much, it's a done deal. It's done. It's over for you. And many people don't have the same tolerance as other people. So maybe the dose that worked for one foreigner may not work for this foreigner. It might be too strong for him. You might be able to drink 6 beers and be totally cool, while the next person can only drink 2 and it's wasted. See what I mean? So there's not a perfect dose. And that stuff can be really dangerous. So I guess they're trying to stay away from that. Also, when it comes to sex tourism, yes, there's working girls. They go ahead, they choose that for themselves. Nothing wrong with that. You do with your body whatever you want. It's your body to do, right? And I believe it's also legal in some cities here in Colombia, prostitution. Now, but what gets involved in a lot of these prostitution rings or working girl rings, young girls? And that's bad, because there's going to be a lot of little girls who are either forced, tricked, or manipulated into getting into this working girl business. And that's not right. And if they're trying to protect their own women or their own people, why not crack down on it? There's some videos I have that I want to show you guys in Medellin where they're actually just closing things down. They're just closing them down. Here we go. Watch this. Cops everywhere. Parquilleras is not the same no more. Closes early and you can't stand and talk. So this is all the police, right? This is all the police, and they just shutting down. Usually nightclubs stay open to about, let's see, those are all tourists. Look, all foreigners, all passport bros. Look, I don't think they're looking for whites. Personally, I don't think they're doing anything bad. These girls, who knows what happened to them? Call girls, probably got into a fight. It doesn't mean they're working girls, but they're just cleaning up the street. They're cleaning up Medellín. And passport bros and foreigners are having a fit with it because the stuff they can't or are not allowed to do back home, wherever the country at, let's say the United States, they want to come here and be able to do to the women or the locals here. Just because they cannot do that in their country, they have to come here and make the girls fall for it. Since the girls in the States won't fall for them because back home, they're probably average Joes. Here they come, they show a little bit, they show their whole life savings and people think you're rich. No, but you know what? That also comes with another price tag. They see you coming. They'll see you coming from a mile away and they'll be like, hey, that dude right there, we're going to catch him. They're going to blow some scopolamina on you. Might wake up without your wallet, computer, money, credit cards, passport. You're stuck. Passport, bro. You'll be stuck. Last time I made a video about this, and I didn't mention one thing. It's interesting how you never hear of women getting drugged in Colombia and waking up robbed, dead. So women are not coming here for the sex work. See, women come here for what Colombia wants to push, which is real tourism, enjoying the mountains, enjoying the countryside, enjoying the beauty that this country has to offer. Another one of the things that I believe can substitute the sex tourism, which they're trying to get away from, is medical services. Guys, medicine here is top notch. Top notch. Stem cell therapy, top notch. Dentistry, top notch. Women, plastic surgery, top notch. I think they want it to be more of a tourist sector for families and people that want to come and heal themselves from diseases they have. Instead of getting an operation on their shoulder, maybe some stem cell therapy might work. Okay? Let me tell you guys, before I moved to Colombia, about 7 years ago, I've been here for 5, so let's say 7 years ago, I went to the dentist. They found 11 cavities in my mouth. My mouth wasn't hurting. I could drink cold, I could drink hot, no issues, no problems at all. 11 cavities. I had a parent at my martial arts academy, and she was a dental hygienist, and she worked for a dentistry. He said, hey, come to my dentist, we'll give you a cleaning, we'll check you out. All right, I went. I never told them how many cavities I had. Went in, they did the cleaning, they checked my teeth, 7 cavities. Came back with 7 cavities. I'm like, all right, so I went from 11 to 7, so that's 4 cavities less. All right, you know what? I knew at that point when I went to the second checkup, I said, you know what? I know I'm going to Colombia. When I get down there, I'll just get it done. It'll be cheaper, whatnot. No, now it took me about a year more to get down. I said, I can hold it. I don't have any pain in my teeth. My teeth feel great. I can eat, I can chew, I can drink water. I didn't feel any pain. But I had now 7 cavities from 11. Came down to Colombia, made an appointment with the dentist. Went to the dentist, didn't tell them that they found any cavities or anything. They did the cleaning, checked my mouth. You know how many cavities came up? 0. 0 cavities. At that moment, I knew they lie to you in the United States. They just lie to you. And it's been 5 years since I've been down here. Haven't had one cavity fixed because apparently I didn't have cavities. And I've been back for checkups. No cavities. I don't need sweets like that. I brush my teeth, I floss. I keep my teeth clean. And 0 cavities. Matter of fact, when in Miami, when they told me I had 11 cavities, they were offering me credit cards because the treatment or the fillings and all that, it was going to be about $4,500 to $5,000 5 years ago. How much is that now in today's time? From when I was a kid, I have all these fillings. Now I start thinking, did these dentists in the United States just drill in my teeth, make holes in my teeth, ruin my teeth just for the money?